Hello, Cancer. This is Christelle Martinet, and I'm here with another reading for the month of November. And this week, I want to start with the tarot, and then over the tarot, I'll use my oracle card deck, and then the close the rune, crown the rune with the crown the rune, crown the reading with the runes casting. Okay. All right, so I have four different decks here, and I'll show you those, and perhaps you can then choose two decks. This is the Angel Tarot, and this is the Pictorial Key Tarot, and this is a tarot fashioned by Arthur Waite with the philosophy that every card, and the stronger the colors that the card included, the greater the intuition and the possibility for the reader to be able to use his or her intuition. So they're very strong. They look like Tintoretto paintings. They're very strong colors, right? Then we have what the Italians called a universal tarot deck, but it's nothing more than the Rider-Waite with Italian artwork here. So this would be considered a Rider-Waite. Okay. Then we have an Impressionist deck, and this is all. They're slightly different. This is slightly different compared to other tarot decks because, for example, this is the Eight of Wands, and rather than being a fast card, it is a still, almost still. It involves the notion of being still and slow moving. This is the Queen of Swords. Now, these are all Impressionist paintings from the Impressionist schools and style, and that's the Impressionist tarot. So you pick two. I'll be listening. There's the Angel, Pictorial Key, the Universal Rider-Waite, and the Impressionist tarot. Okay, I've got the Angel is coming up loud and clear, and then the Universal I have here. Okay, all right, so let me start by mixing the cards. Get my fingers. Cancer. Let's see what the month of November holds for you with these cards, what they're suggesting, and what they communicate to you. Lovely. Two of Cups is the first card out. I'll show you these. Okay, this is the Two of Cups. The first card out is the Two of Cups. Then we have a Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Now, of course, when we first saw this Two of Cups coming out, and these are placed, the tarot are placed in a relation, in a pyramid-like structure. The Two of Cups leads with hard work through to heartache, and vice versa. It's the heartache that does create a bond with someone. If you have experienced something with someone, it does create a bond with that person. Had you never experienced anything with that person, they would have meant nothing, and they would mean nothing to you today. There's also a moment for you, Cancer, that you're not really, you're sort of disillusioned. All right, we could say you're disillusioned, and it's been a tough year, but it's not only love here. It's not only love. We're talking about work as well. And you're feeling as if you're all work and no play, all work and no play, all work and no play. This is going through your mind. But this Four of Swords augurs well, telling you that perhaps it's time for a break. And the break may come up soon, right around the 1st of November. At least in this country, the 1st of November is a holiday. So it's a long weekend, with the 31st being a Monday. And that is the time that you could take a break. But there is this little matter of the heart, this ache that's still, there's a scar there, all right? Okay, lovely, lovely. I mean, just sometimes, things just come out so beautifully. This is the Knight of Wands, another Four of Swords. What are we saying, ladies and gentlemen? What are we saying? Four of Swords, and they are mirroring each other, right? They're in perfect position of being mirrored to each other. Another Nine of Wands. Very interesting, very clear messages. Cancer, let me show you all of them and then we'll get to the reading. This is the Page of Pentacles. We have the Sun, though, the Sun right across. I'll show you where that is in a moment. And then we have this Fool card. Now, needless to say, we have a progression here. There's the entire stories being told by a main storyline with adjectives around them. And what is it saying? It's saying that work as usual, and that's fine, and that's the mainstay. You have your activity, you have your hobbies, you have things that are keeping you busy every day, day in and out. But you're a romantic at heart. You really are a romantic at heart, and you know that the person that you are, I wouldn't go so far as saying mourning, but the person that you've lost because they're no longer with you, because you've split up. I'm not talking about death here. I'm talking about a relationship that has ended. The person that you're mourning, that you remember, was such an important person for you that you really don't even want that pain to go away, because it's a sweet pain. Okay, this is your thinking. And that story, that relationship is going to give you in the month of November, and I'm seeing for most of the signs, I've almost completed all of the signs now, and the month of November seems as if there is a shift forward, a big progression forward, doing something you have only thought about but never had the courage to do. It seems that this too, with this Knight of Wands, is moving forward, but where is it? It's sandwiched between two Four of Swords, which are saying that it will take time. But it's the month of November that is propitious for you to put on your dancing shoes, kick up your heels, going out, calling old friends that you haven't spoken to a long time. The sun is shining there. I mean, this is the sun. And the sun also is right under the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles here is a spiritual card. It talks not only of love like a cup would do, bringing you emotions. This is actual unconditional love. You're entering a phase, Cancer, that the person that you've had in the past taught you something very important, because you still communicate with them. You're still on some wavelength there. You do have communication with them. And what have they taught you? They've taught you that no matter what, let's be honest with ourselves. We've had a family, let's break up. Are we in love any longer? No. Let's be honest with ourselves and communicate, and I'll let you know how my feelings are. Do I have any feelings for anyone else? They have taught you the ingredients of unconditional love, and you're just now starting to learn that, and you're looking at other people with new eyes. Cancer. The last card out is the lovely Fool card. This is really the beginning of a long Four of Swords period, where my guess is 2, 3. It looks like 2, 3. It may be the beginning of the springtime, when a new relationship gels for you. I'm going to take the Virasibila on some of these lovely cards. First of all, I'm going to start with this Three of Swords, this difficult Three of Swords. And even if we have talked about it at length, I think that it would be nice to get a little more confirmation. Yes, all right. Gran Consolazione, that relationship was a very important one. Gran Consolazione, great consolation. And it was the most important relationship in your life. And you are a person who has loved. It was your bastion. It was your home. It was what home meant to you through that person. And it ended. Okay, that's the thief, ladro, it ended. But again, like I say, they brought you to understand what unconditional love is. I'm going to take the two Four of Swords together and see if they can give me some form of timing, because well, it is the four, there are two fours, but I don't want to say it will be April. I would like to have some more, well, that would be the beginning of spring, wouldn't it? Let us see. Okay, now that is definitely, I'm going to go for the spring. I'm going to go for April. All right, this is a meeting. This is a merchant now. Now, this could tell you that you will be finding love on the job. Okay, very, very good sign of that. Let me take three more cards on the other Four of Swords to see if there's more there, because I believe there is. I believe there is. Okay. Viaggio, trip, fortuna, and gelosia. Okay, now this was in the past, this part of the spread. And of course, the viaggio and gelosia means someone has left without leaving, though. First, a legacy of love to you with the Fortuna card. All right, so we're banking on April for this new relationship and new love to come into your life. I'm going to look at the nines of wands here. Okay, the Nine of Wands. It does still talk about the pietre preziose, omaggio di preziosi, the gifts constantly, Constanza and Imeneo, someone who's still in your life, maybe a former lover, maybe you still are married but separated. But the burden is that they are always with you, but there is no relationship any longer, and that weighs heavily on you until you will find another relationship. Going to the Six of Cups. Sorry, the Six of Wands here, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. It's usually a celebration card. In this angel deck, it's a card of work, and here it is. You know, there are two cards here of silence. There's the priest who has a vow of silence to not give away. People who come to confess to them, they have a vow of silence. And the military typically is a man of silence because of the work that they do. And here's the child. Now this set off a beginning of inner work. Right, the Six of Wands, and that's what that's talking about. And you are going through, and you're still going to go until that springtime, I believe. And I'm going to take the last three cards on the Fool card. No, first let me go to the Page of Pentacles. Yes, it is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, the Page of Pentacles talks of a new love coming in, but it also talks of the woman that you loved as having another man. And it's when you find that out, Cancer, or a man who has found another woman. Okay, so these sexes are can be interchanged. When you find that out, then you can move on. All right, so this is before that April period. And now I'm going to go to the Fool card. Yes, a whole new Right, there will always be legit. It's a lightness of being, malinconia, melancholy, and denaro. This is a relationship, stable relationship, an institutional relationship. So it could have been a spouse, a former spouse, and the feelings you have had. But with the Fool card here, this is the beginning of renewed passion and renewed sexual drive that has been lacking in your life because of the melancholy and that relationship, that formal relationship, that institutionalized relationship. All right, I'm going to take now the runes and cast them and see what they suggest. Oops. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful, right at the base has. All right, we have a number of interesting things here. We've got another sun, Soilo, right at the level of the sun. Look, straight off, we have Daig, the transformation, okay? Daig, the transformation at the base of this conversation. It's a tree here. It's a tree with 4 different branches. And the base, the trunk is the sun as well, so Hilo. So this is very strong. This is an extremely strong message, Cancer, telling you that there is a new phase for you coming in shortly. Lagus upside down, Lagus Merkstave is not one of the best runes to have Merkstave because it's right next to Isa, and Isa talks about being distinguished and you coming into your own and being your own person, disjointed from that former lover, disjointed from that, separate, being your own man or woman. That is going to be the crux of the matter for the coming months, and it's going to start in November. However, we do get a clue here. We do get a suggestion from the runes, and this is Anzus. And Anzus talks generally of communication, and communication, what type of communication? You're not one who communicates very easily at times, especially concerning matters of, you're very discreet, your own personal. This is talking about breaking a little away from past behaviors and looking for something. I have here Otala here at the very top, which talks about you finding your new metaphorical home through the even metaphorical conversations, the interactions in relations, the interactions between you and other people, where you let them know how you are, what you are made of, what you think, what you don't like. You just talk about yourself. This is, you talk about yourself. Well, I'm not the type of person, or, I do that. And this is something that you have to learn how to, and it's painful. I could see the Anzus right next to Lagus Merkstave. But what is important is that distinction and coming home again with Otala, coming home to your metaphorical home. People need to know who you are, what you're doing, and what you want out of life. And that is the key to start opening up and becoming once again l'amante, the lover that you really are, Cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, Cancer, I hope this was of help to you in the for the month of November. And do visit my website here, right down on the bottom. There's www.animaanimus.net. There is a page concerning coaching, and I have coaching programs, different coaching programs, depending on personal needs. Usually it involves one interaction a week for 6 weeks. You might want to think about that if you have that desire, and write to me for a free consultation and we can talk about that. Again, namaste and have a lovely November. Bye-bye, Cancer.